Hey peeps, morning, beautiful day, and I'm out for my walk. Fasted, of course. Um, I want to talk about bulking and cutting. This conventional idea, right? This conventional idea of bulking and cutting. Now, of course, a lot of the guys on this channel probably know what that is because all of us want to, build some muscle, be jacked and look good and, be strong. But a lot of women bulk and cut too. A lot of women could actually use more muscle mass. Why? Because what burns fat? Muscle burns fat. A lot of women do the exact opposite. They do a ton of cardio. They don't do any strength training, and they become cardio bunnies. All right. Now, excessive cardio is gonna metabolically condition the body a certain way, meaning they're gonna hold on to a lot of fat. They're gonna start burning muscle until you're like actually conditioned, meaning you've trained your body to run off of fats in long bouts of exercise or physical activity. Your body will not actually burn fat that easy. Remember, fat is 9 calories per gram, and carbohydrates and protein is 4 calories per gram. So it's literally like the fat and carbohydrates being compared to diesel and gasoline. Now, it's easy to burn carbohydrates, okay? It's extremely easy to burn carbohydrates. Why? Because it doesn't need much energy. It's only 4 calories per gram. So your body is expending 4 calories of its own energy to digest 1 gram of carbohydrates. But the body's gonna need to expend 9 calories to metabolize and digest 1 gram of fat. So it's gonna take the path of least resistance. The body is not stupid. The body is gonna, losing weight is not a natural process for the body. The body doesn't want to lose weight, right? It's the exact opposite. The body wants to store up energy for times when maybe food would be scarce, or basically when food would be scarce and the body needs to be fed for long bouts of fasting, etc. So we use a lot of these biohacks to get a desired aesthetic result. Doesn't mean that the body is definitely always in tune with our goals, with our mental goals and what we want to achieve aesthetically. So yeah, going back to bulking and cutting. For all you guys out there, look, I have made this mistake, okay? I have made this mistake of, oh hey bro, I want to be huge. I want to be, jacked and build a ton of muscle. But heed this warning. Do not, I repeat, do not start your bulk until you're around 11 to 12% body fat. Why? Something known as nutrient partitioning. So for example, you eat 100 calories, okay? And assuming you got 10% body fat, 10 out of those calories are going to your fat cells, meaning adipose tissue. So when you try to bulk, right? This conventional term, fucking bulk. When you try to conventionally bulk with a higher body fat percentage, you're also feeding your fat cells. Now, the higher this percentage means more fat cells are being fed and more fat cells are getting larger. So when the time comes to cut down this body fat, it's it's gonna be way harder, alright? Because remember, you might be building muscle, sure. Building muscle is easy. I have been 166 pounds when I was powerlifting. And yeah, I was strong as fuck, right? You know, I was pulling like a 440 pound deadlift. Yeah, I was strong. I'm not like a huge guy or anything. 166 pounds is it's not a lot, honestly, right? And now I'm about 145 pounds. Like, I'm not a huge guy. But yeah, so when bulking, when you start a bulk, make sure you're at about 12% body fat, if not lower, okay? 13, you could get away with it because a lot of people who are well versed with body recomposition, and those of you who are disciplined enough to follow your macros, stay on your diet, and you know, actually calculate what your body's requirements are, and that you're actually feeding your lean body mass. You're not feeding your fat mass in your body. So for those of you who are dedicated enough, committed and disciplined enough to do this, yeah, go ahead. If you're about 13, dare I say 14% body fat, yeah, go ahead and do it. Start your bulk. But otherwise, for regular people, like everyone else out there who just want to like stay fit, stay active, you know, get that nice summer body, cut down your body fat. You want your nutrient partitioning to be efficient, and like I said, you want to feed the lean body mass. Do not want to feed your adipose tissue or your fat cells. So as you can see, I've started building up a sweat. I feel pretty good. Yeah, so that's it for now. Apologies for this long ass rant. Oh, maybe, yeah, I was saying, so like a lot of women could use some muscle mass, right? So, you know, a lot of these yoga bunnies, you know, they look good and everything, but too much on either end is imbalance. Meaning if you do too much yoga and too much stretching and you know, too much stuff that's like, I'm just like too relaxed, there won't be tension in the body, and you need tension to build a little strength, right? You need to be able to exert force in a certain direction. You need to be strong, right? You can't do only yoga and expect, you know, to have good amount of functional strength. On the other hand too, if a person does only strength training and doesn't stretch, doesn't do any sort of yoga or massage or myofascial release, this exerciser is going to be stiff and tight and, you know, have reduced range of motion and mobility. So therein lies a balance. For a beautiful functional body, you need both, okay? One is not better than the other, and you need both. So yeah, a lot of women stick to just yoga and no strength training. I see a lot of women who have, you know, they could have that nice booty and, you know, shapely curves and stuff, but like, I mean, almost anything will look good in a set of yoga pants. I'm being real. So yeah, I recommend a lot of women to start actually doing strength training versus strictly yoga. Although some forms can build immense strength, just because they use isometrics. Isometrics are when you hold a position for a prolonged period of time. Isometrics build good amount of strength, but you also need to work the muscles and functionality and full range of motion. So, alright, just some thoughts for you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. Cool. Talk to you soon.